Hello, welcome to our midweek devotional. It has been an exciting week here around Faith Church. We began our week of VBS, and children are running around in the mornings and singing songs, playing games, and hearing about the good news of Jesus. And we have, last I heard, around 60 registrants, 60 kids, both from the church and within the community. Here in this place, and so the excitement is building up and is all around. The energy, you can just feel it if you're here in the mornings this week. And so this week the children have been learning about two kingdoms, and the bad kingdom and the good kingdom. And not only are they hearing the gospel of Jesus and how to be a part of the good kingdom, they are also being equipped to be able to stand firm in God's truth as they are challenged to put on the full armor of God in learning about that. And so this past Sunday, Randy gave us a visual illustration of a trap, right? The little mouse trap, snap. And that was to point us to what he was talking about in Luke, as Luke warns us, or Jesus warns us through the writings of Luke, to avoid the trap of complacency. You know, as we live in this world and we wonder when is God going to fulfill His promise of His eternal kingdom, we have this temptation and this trap to fall into of complacency. And so as we wait for God's fulfillment, we remember that He will fulfill His promise for His everlasting kingdom. And so one of the highlights for me this week has been seeing how Faith Church is invested in our community and in our children, to see them hear the gospel and to see them equipped for a life to stand firm in the truth of God. The other highlight for me this week is to see the youth group from my previous ministry in Iowa come up here to serve at our VBS, and to see how their willingness to set aside a week of their summer just to be able to come up here and to serve. And that is a way that they are avoiding the trap of complacency by being the hands and feet of Jesus, by coming and serving others so that they could hear the good news of Jesus as well. And then the other aspect is just being able to see some of the individuals that I have known through the ministry while I was there, growing up and seeing the maturity of their life, the maturity of their faith, and to really see the interaction they have with their youth leaders now, and seeing the encouragement that the youth leaders have given them and the way that they have poured into them, and the heart of the youth leaders for these students as well, so that they can stand firm and continue to grow in their relationship with Christ, so that they don't fall into the trap of being complacent. So as you get a chance this week, I would encourage you to pray. Pray for the hearts of these children at VBS. And as you do, let that be a reminder for yourself to stand firm in the Lord, avoiding the trap of complacency. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of His might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, stand therefore, having fastened the belt of truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and as shoes for your feet, having put on the readiness given by the gospel of peace. In all circumstances, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming darts of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God, praying at all times in the Spirit, with all prayer and supplication. To that end, keep alert with all perseverance, making supplication for all the saints. Have a great week.